Hello everyone, hope you're right. In today's video I'm going to show you how my garden is doing in the middle of March and early spring. So you can see the things are coming back to life. The garden is flourishing. It's looking so beautiful already. So I have got few things here and there which are in bloom. Haven't sorted my containers yet, but the plants I planted last year are coming back, and you can see all these beautiful daffodils. They are up now. Most of them are blooming and some will join them soon. So I'm quite happy with the progress garden has made over the year. Last year when we moved in this house, this was just the lawn with few shrubs and trees for the privacy. I'm quite thankful to whoever planted these trees and shrubs because they are well established. They look so beautiful. There's lots of year-round interest. They really took good care of when choosing the plants, which will offer year-round interest. So I'm quite thankful for that. But I like to grow all kind of plants, vegetables, flowers, fruit. So I did a little bit of makeover, and part of that was this arch. So I installed this beautiful arch. These are actually two from Forest Garden, really good quality. I absolutely adore them. There are the containers flanking the archway. These are from my previous house, so it's been 3 years now. There are junipers in the middle. I planted the creeping phlox underneath them. Creeping phlox flower in summer, and I also like to plant few annuals at the back, so they offer quite a lot of interest throughout the year. I planted climbing rose here, which is coming back nicely. Last year, absolutely beautiful blooms it produced throughout the summer, so I can't wait for it to cover the side of the arch. My grapevine, it's coming back. You can see the birds. Soon it will be covering the archway. And on this side I have got ranunculus coming back. I planted few anemones as well. Look how beautiful they are. They are just starting to bloom now, and they are self-sown pansies. I have got primulas from last year as well. I thought they would come back, but they are not as prolific as they were last year, so let's see how they go. And this I started from the seed. I think it's dianthus. Can't really remember the variety, etc., but I can see the birds swarming. And this is hardy cyclamen. I moved some of the plants around the garden. They were blooming throughout the winter, in late winter, and now they are fading. We have got some raised beds here where I initially planned to plant my vegetables. So I have got strawberries in one bed. They are coming back, and I planted few strawberries here as well. There are some self-sown foxgloves, and I got these beautiful paving stones which I put all throughout the garden so I can maneuver around my garden beds. I got lawn, a smaller lawn, circular lawn, and then I planted these box plants around the circular lawn. I'm thinking to make them into hedge or topiaries. Let's see how it goes. I'm not quite happy with the lawn because it keeps raining all the time. It looks beautiful to eyes, but it's not quite usable, and mowing the lawn is another headache because it's all wet all the time. So maybe I will do something about it. This raised bed I planted some spinach which did not come out, not germinate, and I have got some radishes here. Some of them are coming up. So yeah, I have started some seeds like tomatoes and chilies which will go in there, but my backyard is quite shady. It does not get much sun, so maybe in coming years I won't be planting much vegetables. Will rely on flowering plants. Here I have got lilac which is about to bloom. You can see all these birds. It will be blooming really soon. There is escalonia which is semi-evergreen, so it's shedding its old leaves and getting new leaves. Red robin photonia, absolutely beautiful. I do need to trim it down a little bit. And here I have got my plum tree, which is quite young, so I need to trim down the red robin photonia so my plum tree gets some sun. And here is beautiful amelanchia about to bloom, and ornamental cherry tree. You can see all these beautiful birds there, and other red robin photonia. There is schemia, which is already blooming, and my daffodils, hydrangea, which I planted last year, foxgloves, which are self-sown, this beautiful green conifer, and there is my bird bath, which I just need to set up again. This peach tree I brought from my previous house, but when I planted it here, somehow it did not, come up here. It's bloom, sending new shoots from down there, so I'll see how it goes. This container I will plant later in spring, late spring, early summer. Azalea about to bloom, and another hydrangea here. This schemia has doubled in size. I do need to trim down it a little bit. Some lavenders here and there. I'm absolutely loving all these daffodils. They are so adorable. Some weeds which I need to take out, and my apple trees, I did a lot of pruning on these apple trees because they were too overgrown. So let's see how it goes. Another red robin photonia, which is a different variety with serrated leaves. I will chop it down to see how it comes back again, because it is very leggy, so I have to spot it all the time. There is another rose behind there, and some hookras underneath all these shrubs. Beautiful hellebores, all blooming beautifully. Another apple tree which I brought with me from the previous house, small one. And there is clematis which I planted there, and there's arch, bay laurel, rhododendron about to bloom, racemum starting to bloom, more primulas from last year, and you can see it is really wet. It's been raining this morning, and so many things are coming back now, and I'm quite happy with how they are shaping. And more anemones on this side, red ones which I planted 2 years ago, and the purple ones I planted last year. This primula is coming back beautifully and is fading now. More dianthus here about to bloom. I may move some of these plants depending on how I like them, because initially when I planted I have different plans, but you keep evolving with time, you keep learning from your environment and your mistakes. So I may move some of the things depending on how they will look beautiful in different places. My jasmine vine is taking off, and another grapevine. This hasn't got much buds yet, so let's see. There are so many containers here where I planted vegetables last year, but they did not do really well because there's not much sunshine and it was cold and raining all the time. So maybe I will be planting them with flowers this year. And this blackberry bush I will be giving this year again to see how it produces, and if it produces only few berries, I may just take it down and replace with something else. This kiwi vine is doing absolutely beautiful in this container. It's been 4 years now. Last year it produced few fruit which were absolutely delicious, and I'm hoping for more this year. So let's see. And ivy vine in this, clematis this, and there are some subsown pansies. And this container I will be planting again. There is hardimums here, ivy vine. All the alliums in this container, I do need to shift them in the garden once they are done, and few things here and there. These are the branches from the apple tree which I took down. So overall I'm quite loving the garden at the moment. It's looking so beautiful, so lively. Everything is looking good. So I just need to work on my containers and maybe moving some plants here and there and introducing few more structural plants in this garden bed. So let's see how it goes, and let's take you to the front yard to see what's going on there. This is my front yard, and you can see sun is out now, so this gets quite a lot of sun. So we have got a little patch here where I have got these junipers which were planted already, and this bay laurel. So these were established, and these things I planted myself, like this standard rose and cherry tree. They are coming back beautifully, and these small plants from bare roots or plug plants, euphorbia there, and this is some sort of daisy plant, hebe, sedum, some spring flowering plants like tulips and alliums, ground covers, can't remember the name of everything at the moment. Muscari is here. These are my containers, so with evergreen interest in the middle, and I planted some primroses few weeks back, and they are taking off now. This container I still need to plant my beautiful hanging baskets with lots of evergreen interest. I like them this way, and I just plant 1 or 2 annuals as per the season. This container I got some primroses and mums, so waiting for them to fill up. May add some pansies. This container as well with hebe and ivy and primrose. Another rose vine here, beautiful hanging basket over there. My palm tree looks absolutely gorgeous, so lots of interest there. This container is 3-4 years old now. I have got tulips coming back. It's been 3 years. They are absolutely beautiful tulips. And there is a side patch here where I have got daffodils starting to bloom, ceanothus, which is got be blooming really soon. It has got lots of birds. Another hydrangea plant. This is yarrow with pink blooms, absolutely beautiful. Another rose vine, some heathers, some ground covers, camellia, which is a year old, and it has got a bud starting, will be blooming soon. Lots of ground covers, forget me not coming back. This is buddleia, dogwood. I do need to trim it down. And there is forsythia in its 2nd year, started from bare root, so I'm hoping for it to fill up, and few more things here. And you can see the backyard from here, from the side street. So yeah, I'm loving my space. Whatever space I have got, I'm trying to use it to full potential, planting things which I really like. So yes, still need to do lots of work, but I'm happy with how the things are coming up and looking so beautiful. I got this magnolia tree this week, and thinking where I should plant it. My initial plan is to plant it over there in that patch between juniper trees, but there was a tree already here which was dead when we moved into this house, so I'm not quite sure whether should I plant it here, whether it will make it or not. But I can't think of another space for it to go, so still thinking. So I hope you enjoyed watching this tour of my garden, and see you next time. Bye bye.